Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. News, views on the news, another message to preach and teach, another lesson, another lesson. And it would seem that we have some quote unquote sisters on our side that's waking up to the real truth, that is feeling the shame that is the BAW's acceptance of the elimination of their femininity. See, one of the things that these two women here have in common is they recognize that for a black woman to be a man, she would suck at being a man because she's not a man. But then, because she's given up her femininity, because she's given up being a woman, see, you can't be the mama and the daddy at the same time. I kept saying that. One of the things that I kept saying to the girls that I was raising is, hey, I can't teach you none of the feminine stuff, but you're going to get 100% of how to think righteously and all that stuff. Now, their mom was always there trying to destroy what I was trying to teach them. Their mom would be my sister, that is. Now, the girls came to me by way of the system. They asked me would I take them in. I said yes. And it's a decision I almost regret, but it's allowed me to see that if you are a brother, no matter how well you try to teach these girls that are influenced by a wicked BAW, they will still follow the BAW. Understand this. And so, please understand the corruption that the so-called elder women, and by elder we mean in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, have taught these younger women to the point where now they're being exploited by everybody to get money off of them. For sheer stupidity that degrades them and berates them to their face, and they're paying to have it done to themselves. All right? So these are two sisters realizing the shame of black women having a Father's Day card made for them. Now, you will be familiar with the faces of them. The one in the red, she does the poetry that I featured in two videos. And the one with the white and gray on, that's new. Okay? She's new. I just ran across her. And this is going to be something she did in 2005 or something like that. So I don't know what happened to her. She hasn't been doing any videos or anything like that. Oh, I know what happened to her. Probably this video that I'm going to feature showing her. The other one, I don't think she play at all. All right. Now, I still don't know if they BAWs or sisters. All right. But on this thing here, they have a point. I don't know what any of them have done. Well, at least the one in a white and gray. I don't know what she's done since her video. So she could be totally a different person. But I want you to pay attention to this. All right? But let me greet everybody. Hola, gudad, oi to the bang. Basas los bonjour, mes amis, kedu bawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani banani, jambo haba gani, assalamu alaikum and shalom. All right? So, brothers and sisters, let's get those thumbs up. Let's donate if you can. The donations are needed. And, well, I'll tell you what I just did. All right? So, I sold some of my gold. And a brother let me know about some things. And I'll share it in a live video. I'll send a message to the email to my email address, and I will address that in a live video, but not here. Because I know the biggest haters I got are not only the BAW, but their minions. These so-called black men that help them stop other brothers from building and teaching other young brothers. So I bought some equipment to teach these younger brothers to start a business, all right, here in the U.S. And it's going to go by getting them a license that they could get at 16. So we're going to start with the 16-year-olds. So if you want to help in that endeavor, my email address will be in the description box. I already talked to some of the brothers around it. So some of the brothers who's in connection with other brothers, let them know what's going on. All right? And I will do a live video and let y'all know what's going on in that live video. A few other brothers knows what's going on. So y'all can let the cat out the bag to the people. Y'all know the usual people that be in the live videos. All right. So y'all can let the cat out in the bag. All right. But we still need donations for what I do for this channel, for what it does, for its content, for the movement in the community. All right. And my PayPal me link will be in the description box. And of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And when you subscribe, click that bell. All right. But if you decide to donate, please make sure you're taking care of home and self first. And from out of your abundance, send some the brothers' way, because it's kind of needed. Well, not kind of. It is needed. And the idea I have, I'm going to take to Brazil for them brothers there too, them young boys there too. So you brothers, look tonight for that conversation. All right, look tonight for that conversation on Reluctant Nabi Blessed, that channel. So go there, subscribe, put in Reluctant Nabi Blessed, and go there and subscribe. And I'll put a link to that channel in the description box too. All right. All right. So let's get on with these now. If they didn't have any children already, I would have hollered at either one of these women, because it seemed like they got their head on straight, or they did get their head on straight. And you'll hear, at the time the one in a white and gray did this, she had no children. And you'll hear her say that she know these things because she grew up with a single mother. She wishes probably that she would have had a father in the home. No, from her experience, she is wishing that. All right, so let's check them out. All right, her thing was Jazzy Slim, and I'm going to put the link to the entire video in the description box, okay? Her name is Jazzy Slim, and this was 2005 she did this, all right? Check her out.
You know, honestly, I could never see a man buy a card like this and give it to any woman who is self-respecting. I couldn't see a man buying this card for his mother if she happened to have been a single mother. You know, praising her for, you know, all the hard work and being strong and independent and doing it on her own. That is demeaning. That is belittling. And I am distracted because they just won $20,000 on Family Feud and they going nuts.
All right, in a minute, all right, let me say this. Look at what she says. As a woman, she feels like it's demeaning and no. She feels distracted because of Family Feud. But it's not a good thing to her. She says it's demeaning. It's confusing also to the children. Remember, I told you about buck breaking in the last video? That's exactly what the modern day Black American women have done to children since the 70s. They started the process in the 60s. Oh, but it was on steroids during the 70s, 80s, and 90s especially. And what they did was they robbed the Afro male of everything. Robbed. Undeservingly robbed. They chose to only sleep with 20% of the Afro male population to make most of the children that are not being taken care of. All right. Keep in mind, 43% of Afro males do not have children. So who's making all these children? And remember, of the 43, of the 57% left, most of those that have children had them through a relationship with a wife. So the percentage, like these dudes, 3 of them, Tennessee, 104 children, each had upwards to 14 to 30 women. 3 dudes, 14 to 30 women, and they all knew each other. All right, let's continue.
Hold on, you guys. They are going crazy. Woo! Okay. So, no, it's not cute. It is not acceptable. And for us to, I'm sorry, I gotta see this. They are celebrating. Y'all see the, you can see my TV? They are celebrating. Okay, not my bad. My bad. I'm sorry, you guys. So, no, I agree. You know, it's bullshit. We should not be buying these cars. We should not support this endeavor. And when I did further research, the first year, you know, like I said, setting this up was last year. And in the article, they said that, you know, in a Manhattan store, for example, within a week of having those cars on the shelves, they were so completely out way before the holiday had passed. And then after they...
Hold on. So before the holiday even came and passed, black women were buying themselves the stuff for to pat themselves on the back for making horrific and horrendous decisions and destroying family as we know it. Oh, well, let's hear her take.
You know, put more cars on the shelf. They continue to sell out even after the holiday. Why are they selling out?
After the holiday. They continue to sell out after the holiday. Who's buying them? The independent, I don't need no man, black woman who takes no responsibility for the horrific and horrendous type of life they have brought a child into, not having a father in the house.
Like, why aren't they sitting there where they were put? You know, why are we as black women patting each other on the back for making bad decisions? You know, and taking on a responsibility that we weren't ready to take on by ourselves. You know, a lot of people are not going to like this video. They're not going to like what I say. They're going to say, well, you ain't got no kids. You can't say, you right, I don't have any kids, and I can say everything I want to say about it. You are absolutely correct. I am not a single black mother, and I don't want to be. I am a product of a single black mother. So I can say this. Not saying that that gives me any, you know, bearing to say it, but it is what it is. I don't see any other black women on YouTube talking about this. They're not going to give it to you the way I'm going to give it to you. So if you receive a card like that, please give it back to the individual and explain to them why this is not an appropriate card. You know, this is something that we do not want to endorse. This is something that we do not accept. We do not accept the fact that we have a lot of black single mothers. We do not accept that we have a lot of absentee fathers. We don't accept it, and you shouldn't. So going around.
Now, let me break something down. We don't have that many absentee fathers. As y'all saw in a report that was put up in like 4 or 5 or 6 different videos on my channel alone, and that's not counting what's been put in research, most Afro men, the best fathers in the United States right now, according to the CDC and whoever else did the report, are the Afro men in the United States. This was after being slapped with just the horrendous lies that was coming out of the mouth of these same single black mothers that's running around buying these cards. Well, here's why they're able to buy it. Daquan, Pookie and Ray Ray, Uve, and Rollo the Wonder Thug has been running all up in and out most of the black women in the Afro community. That's the 80-20 rule. 80% of the black women are only screwing with 20% of the Afro males, and these are the guys straight coming out of jail and stuff. Wait a minute, did I say straight coming out of jail? No, they're in the jail. These women are screwing and having babies with inmates in the jail for stuff like triple murder and stuff that ain't ever getting out. And she probably wants to give herself a Mother's and a Father's Day card while she's in jail, because most of them got that way while having a job at the prison. This is the mentality. All right? So I wanted to correct that statement so y'all don't get it twisted. They are screwing the few brothers that aren't taking care of the children. It's just that the few brothers that aren't taking care of the children are the ones that are producing the most children that are not being taken care of. So let's break this down real quick. According to statistics, 70% of Afro men pay and take care of their responsibility as far as child support. All right? According to that, almost half the Afro men don't have children at all. All right? You have a decline in the marriage, men wanting to get married, but most of the children came through by way of marriage. This leaves the 20% of the dregs that's not being able to take care of the children because they don't work. And because they don't work, they're able to run and dip in and out of a bunch of women, to include the women of the men that do go to work. See, so you can't trust these women at all. Because while you're at work, they're screwing the dude that don't go to work, because they understand that if they divorce your behind, not only do they get to keep your child, but they get to keep his child, and they're going to go live over his house with your money in spousal support and child support for all the children that came out of her by all the other different men, because you was married to her when she was screwing other men. Nope, that's right. She don't get punished for adultery. As a matter of fact, like the preacher, Mr. Simmons, when he was screwing another man's wife, the wife put the father in jail after he came home getting his sick son from school because she was too busy screwing the pastor to answer the phone in her daughter's bed. See, this kind of mess. So this is where all this illegitimacy comes from. Not the dudes that are going to work, which is like 70%, but the dudes that ain't doing nothing.
Around buying these cards and then making these the companies richer, because my homeboy was saying that was all the girls were focused on, was the fact that these companies are taking advantage and selling something to us that is harmful. And I'm like, how are you gonna blame them? They are a company. They're in business to make money, and if they find a niche market that wasn't there before any other competitors, best believe they're gonna be all over that. And just like they were all over it, black women are all over these cards.
Right. They're the easiest exploited is because people see that it is easy to take money from the wicked. Because the wicked, because of their vanity, the woman, because of her vanity, will spend money on anything that supports said vanity. From fake eyelashes to being a fake man. All right. Now, this is Mrs. Shamika Michelle. We've been trying for the longest to figure out who this woman was, because I put her, we featured 2 of her poetry things, and we were like, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? So I just found out who this is. All right. So, as a result of it, I sent her a friend request. I found out who she was on Facebook because I ran across a post that somebody else did. She's kind of sort of started a thing believing that black women need to get real with their stuff, right? And something like she's going to show the naked truth. All right, so that's her thing. So in her naked truth or the naked girls thing, she might have a book. She had this rant, and I want y'all to hear it real quick.
What's up, y'all? It's Shamika Michelle, and Father's Day is soon approaching. And I know we're going to have women celebrating and proclaiming to be both the father and the mother.
Okay, I'm going to just say it right now. We all love this woman for what she has to say. We don't know if she's living what she's saying, but at least she's vocal about what she believes. Such that maybe she has some regrets and she's on the straight and narrow. She see the folly of the ways, but I will tell you this. She has 3 boys. All right. And with that background, understand what else she is saying. This is a woman with 3 boys.
So I just wanted to say, shut that stupid shit up. You know it's not even possible to be 2 people at one time. It's not even biologically possible to be a male and a female at the same time. Y'all stop that stupid shit. What it sounds like to me when y'all claim you the father and the mother is that you don't want to take accountability that you messed and had a baby with a fuck nigga. You're not the father and the mother. Now you may be a single parent holding shit down, but that would just make you a great mama. It doesn't change the fact that the father is not there and you cannot replace him. Doesn't make you both. Makes you a great mother. So if you're a single mom and you're holding it down, great job. It makes you a great mom.
Now, I will say this. We wish that could be true, that these women that are single mothers are holding it down and are great mothers. But they're not great mothers. Because a great mother would have understood that these children need a good man in their life. You know, the kind of man that wants to teach the boys the stuff that I'm going to have the ability to teach. Well, in the neighborhood, because there's a lot of fathers here, yes, that have their children, that I will be able to, start a club for these children getting their licenses to do this business if they wish to do it on their own, right? But I will provide the resources for them, and this is some training with their hands, right? But here's the thing. A good mother would have understood that they needed a man in their life that could teach the children some SH. No good mother would have let their child grow up with no male presence whatsoever in the home. They would have been more open to relationship with a man sooner than later. And I said a man, not a boy, not a dude that just want to screw, just a man. But nope, unwise choices.
It doesn't mean that it makes you a great dad. And some of y'all helpers need to stop saying this stupid shit, because these fuck kids that you're raising, these disrespectful ass kids, if you the father and the mother, then you need to smack yourself twice, because you're fucking up in both roles.
It's amazing how women can do that. Just turn it off like right away and give you that pleasant smile. Same women that can stab you in the back, the women that can do that. But her point is well taken. And as a result of these two women's point, I kept saying, the wall in judgment is coming. Their vanity knows no bounds. With that said, I'm out.